After jars have cooled at room temperature, test jars for a strong vacuum seal. To do this, you could do one of several things. Look at the lid. It should curve down. Touch the center. It should not flex up and down, like the jar on the left. Flexing means that it is not sealed, like the jar on the right. When you remove the screw band, can you lift the jar by the lid? If the vacuum seal is not strong enough to hold the weight of the jar, it is not sealed properly. You can listen. Tap the jar with a spoon. The jar should have a clear sound like the first jar. An unsealed jar will have a dull sound. However, if the contents inside the jar are touching the lid, a sealed jar will not have a clear sound. If you find a jar that is not sealed, you have three choices. First, you could process the jar again within 24 hours. Remove the lid, check that the rim has no chips or cracks, replace the contents into a new jar if necessary, then follow the normal processing steps using a new lid. You can place the unsealed jar in the refrigerator and use within 3 days as you would a fresh food. Or you could freeze the food either in the unsealed jar or remove to a freezer container. Allow headspace for expansion of liquid. Occasionally, jars lose liquid during processing. This is called siphoning and is often a result of fluctuating heat during processing. It can also be caused by improper cooling, not removing bubbles before processing, a failed seal, ring bands turned on too tight, jars not covered completely with water in a boiling water bath, or food packed too tightly. If the jar is sealed and has not lost more than half of its liquid, it is still safe to use. If it's more than half of the liquid that's lost, refrigerate and use within a few days.